Welcome to the Senior Techie Podcast. We're looking at a really fascinating stack of occupational therapy research today, along with some recent tech reviews.
Yeah, and the data actually points to something pretty surprising.
Right. You'd think the number one reason older adults lose their independence at home is about, mobility, but it's actually the sheer physical exhaustion of simply feeding yourself every single day.
It really is. The daily grind of it just adds up.
Exactly. So we're exploring how planning ahead, supported by the right technology, completely changes that dynamic to keep you eating well, safely, and independently.
Which is such an empowering shift.
It is. But before we get into the routines themselves, let's ground a couple of technical terms we'll be using.
Oh, definitely. Good idea.
So think of an app as like an instantly updatable notepad and recipe box that lives right in your pocket.
Right. Nice and simple.
And for smart gadgets, well, imagine having a robotic sous chef that watches the pot so you can go sit down.
I love that. And, that framing is so crucial. Here at the Senior Techie, we always view technology simply as a patient helper.
Yeah, it's not trying to take over.
Exactly. It isn't here to overcomplicate your life. It's designed specifically to make heavy work lighter.
I do have to push back a bit on their research notes here, though.
Oh, how so?
Well, they keep using the phrase meal prep. And, to me, that just sounds incredibly exhausting.
It does, right? It sounds like a chore.
Yeah. It paints this picture of spending your entire Sunday batch cooking a massive mountain of food for the whole week until your feet just ache.
Right, and that is exactly the myth we need to bust, because doing it that way completely defeats the purpose of preserving your energy.
So the research is suggesting something else.
Yes. The occupational therapy data redefines meal prep entirely. It isn't about, losing your whole weekend to the kitchen.
Okay, that's a relief.
It simply means choosing maybe 2 or 3 straightforward, balanced recipes and just portioning them out into easy open containers.
Oh, so we're scaling it way down. You're spreading the effort out rather than, front-loading it all into one exhausting marathon.
Precisely. Because psychologically, having a few pre-portioned meals guarantees variety and helps manage special diets without that daily decision fatigue.
That makes total sense.
And physically, it means when your energy levels just crash on a Wednesday evening, the food is already there safely waiting for you. You don't end up skipped meals just because you're too tired to stand at the counter.
Right. So let's connect this back to those tools we defined earlier. Because building a digital grocery list on a glowing screen can sometimes feel like a chore itself.
It really can.
How do we keep this from just trading physical strain for digital fatigue?
Well, the secret there is automation. A recipe app can actually generate a shopping list for you with a single tap.
Oh, well, really?
Yeah, and then you link that directly to a grocery delivery service. So you've just entirely eliminated the heavy lifting, the driving, and, navigating crowded store aisles.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Skipping the store is a huge energy saver.
The physical toll of sourcing your food drops practically to zero.
Once the groceries arrive, how do we reduce the physical toll of the actual cooking?
Well, this is where the thermal sensors in your smart gadgets come into play. Devices like slow cookers, pressure cookers, and multifunction microwaves physically alter the cooking environment.
Right, so you're not just standing there stirring.
Exactly. A pressure cooker, for instance, traps steam to raise the boiling point, which cooks food much faster. That drastically shortens your standing time.
Because the machine is doing the heavy lifting.
Yes. Because they regulate their own heat, you aren't hovering over a stove monitoring a flame. And if you pair that with an alert on your phone or a digital timer, the system ensures food safety autonomously.
That makes so much sense for the heating process. But what if you still genuinely love combining flavors and being the chef, but you absolutely dread the exhausting prep work?
Like the peeling and the chopping.
Yeah, and especially the cleanup afterward. A pressure cooker doesn't chop onions for you.
No, it definitely doesn't, which is why the research points to a broader spectrum of assistance.
Okay, what does that look like?
This is where meal kits or in-home prep services become completely invaluable. They decouple the creative joy of cooking from the physical labor.
Oh, so you stay involved in choosing the menu and the ingredients?
While someone else handles the exhausting prep and the dirty dishes. Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
It is. And for days when even that is just too much, there are home-delivered, fully cooked meals that are tailored specifically for senior nutrition requirements. The whole goal is just building layers of support that fit your fluctuating energy levels.
I love that.
Right.
Ultimately, what we are seeing in all this research is that technology isn't here to replace your kitchen. It's quietly supporting your independence.
Beautifully said.
Think about your favorite, most exhausting family recipe. Maybe a complex stew or a Sunday roast. How might one simple app or smart gadget help you comfortably make it again without the physical strain?
That is the perfect thought to leave everyone with.
This podcast was brought to you by The Senior Techie. It's available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. If you'd like to receive their free newsletters, you can subscribe at subscribe.theseniortechie.com.